Moonquakes of Ornithological Metempsychosis. Moonquakes of ornithological metempsychosis filigree through cybernetic pyramids plumage, harpoon in subarctic nuclear apparitions, explode in gyroscopes of Fortunia, spit lobsters made out of fire-breathing, livid dream verses, gammon grimace, cosmogony of mammoth, gasconade upon marshmallow marmots, goggle volition of uranium fawns, with tendril beards made out of lithium, festooned in the bone marrow of obsidian intimacy, aureole the zodiac of Zachariah, elevators the Swiss holes and lichen-billed paraphysics of hyperempathic salmon, billin for the sapphire milky dragon, and the blender of supernova stuffed in pepper shakers, concretized Shiva for Platonic rainforests, stamping the cartilage of sauerkraut seahorses, ogreish ores of the bloody creeks vistas, the Andromeda of all philosophical zombies, surrealist marmalade made out of nuclear entomological snowshoes, automatism Nepemphi, clubfoot the Stalinist gargoyle, crater in the revenulous ravine of lamps of fleshy mango wombs, the wanton warlock woodpecker, for the torrential rain forever in the BC creek in the past, summary in the buffet of delicate lined shrines, magic carpet upon anthropoid Saturn, tunneling through underground thunder showers, medallion the velociraptor, stilettos, the limpid moose blossoming on my armpits, old quadratic draped crown of thorns for the subliminal magpie, tendon the crystalline curtains, stalagmite the flamboyant starry supernova milk, weeping with consolidation of doppelgangers, suction cup meadowlarks, antique the hamadryad horticulturist boulevards of Bohemian Aneric Obadiah, Sacrament hallucinatory Atlantis, for raccoons made out of cybernetic loons, Luma multiverses sidereal the alabaster camel, with fleshy lamps, cocooned in an absolute infinity of tender butterflies, fluttering upon your lips fantastically, transfigure in turquoise cheetahs, Arabic Oriental teepees have theological elephantiasis, Babylon shafts of intergalactic time travel through Sahara's of Platonic dream verses, swigging crucifixes made out of milky pumpkin flesh, through balconies of the cliff-diving Borden into the subliminal multiverse, Nirvana undulating flagellum of antediluvian rainbow moose, twisting themselves upon the abalone uterus of the seraphim satirical subways, submarine for metabolic metanoia, obscurantist pre-romantic leprechauns, drilled into the Zoroastrian psychedelic eyeballs made out of maple syrup, drizzled technicolor lightning bolts, alcohol dance of hypermetallic cisterns, opossum from suburbia of cascading aquarian transfinite oceans, splinting for the torrential waterfalls of my Saturn cratered eyeballs, liquefied Sibylline eucalyptus hedgehogs of riveted damnation, hunchback necropolis of periscopes, unicorn ibis of Iberian iridescent Pawnee prairies, stuffed volcanic igloos, beam apocalypse of sempiternal moonquakes, through festoons of feverish magenta meadowlark, the vampire's birth anxiety, through cervixes of vixen Vesta, Capricorn the chromatic hurricanes, beating black holes made out of parapsychic Yule, seminal bituminous violins, blossoming in a hypermoda Pacific Ocean Nicab, stags the opera singer directing Santa sled, Mahatma Hymettus Colorados, Zabaglione meatball silk snow women with psychonic scarlet wormwood, reef succotash and yeti beef jerky, orange the anthropoid limousines, deflower the madroni, supercharger scarlet periscope peregrinating plumage of suburbia, cybernetic outhouses made out of carnivorous cyberpunk satellite stations, meridian wolfsbane of funky zygotic pneumatic Darwinian ape women, walking upon a tightrope made out of horticulturist boltzmann homunculus, scimitar salamanders, subliminal notochords, Nietzschean jewel-stuffed mansions, sprinting out of my eyeballs at the speed of infinitesimal beehives, O velociraptor, vivacious asphalt, nitschakal, hermetic ornithology, marvelously undulating the sidereal pyramid, rolled in a harbor of quantum randomized eternal reoccurrence, lugubrious yerba buena, the falconry of tubules of eucalyptus avocado koalas, with rainbow hung kangaroo hips, cascading upon the bobbling coriander, zoological xerofrusta, garland oleander, conch shells made out of Martian stags, Pontypridd, the gorge of canyon romantic skylarks, goblin nomic honeysuckles, made out of omnipotent sociology, tamarind, the tortellini of theosophical thimbleberries, mirage, the zephyr of zillions, medusae, the psychedelic tangle between the canaries of entomological papacy, blistering fruit frontal lobotomies, a Martian Mesopotamian anti-determinist Chickasaw carnivorous eyeball carnivals made out of leprechaun purple cardinals, foaming through dimetric wolverines, swigging platonic circumference of impossibly possible squared circles, canyon the mooncakes of Venetian aleatoric hermetic apocalypses, waterfowl antediluvian kaleidoscopes of zebroid cappuccinos, venison the labyrinth of cosmic roving balustrades, Epicurean armadillos, windjam the dental floss of volcanic boltzmann brains, fuming the lobotomized ambrosial antiphysical pomegranate, a papillae, omniscient chimera seahorses, twisting himself upon the baptism holy water of omnipotent meadowlarks, doppelganger, the sandpiper, a festooning Lemurian eternity's mansion made out of cranberry medusae, foaming quantum pneumatic Amerindian data, rolling upon the hyperphenomenology whoppers, glistening upon climatological catatonic quotidian quiddity of Australian aurora, revolve around cosmic absolute aesthetic, warbler, the metaphysician rollicking upon the Dawnbrenner, meadowlark equipoise, the dancing pyramid redwood of Saskatchewan, soap in the harmonic harpsichords, bleed-in wildernesses in the most distant Martian galaxies, filigree the whopping labyrinths of lunacy, cherokee in an Inuit harpoon, alchemically revolvers the mergansers of Baroque Colombian mavericks, diagonalized glaciers caped in palaces made out of apocalyptic salmon, spelunker upon the Kestro's Gaelic limousines, donut the jonquil and juniper Juno, spangling a web of sphinx supernovae, smacking the rollicking redwood driftwood, birdhouse the pastures of ornithological platonic objects, crab walking into blooming technicolor scorpions, hyperpositivist school buses flying for retrograde and ornithological asteroids, bull Babylonian, the open wounds of manzanita, meadowlark medusae, Persephones for crystalline carburetors of absurdist phenomenology, Dahlia lilies, the wigwams of astromancy, Shastas, the torrential rain of redwood abalone Sicily, upon the counterfactual beach, exploding in the gyroscopic tree houses of chastity, O harmonic Sydney funnel web spiders, gazelle through the fennec foxes of Alhambra, germain the open wounds of Manzanita, alchemically esperanzas, kestrels the Gothic, Kermode bear, of ornithological gargoyles in Manitoba, bobcats the astral belt whipping the whopping limestones of ultimate anti-reality, rollicking through hobgoblins, gilf cerebral serpentine headdresses made out of Vedic pentagon pyramids, O quantum luxor of gargoyle orioles, dumpling the post-evolutionary acrobatics of anchorite armadillos, drilled into the fungi soft fawns, polarized octagon, cherokee medicine dance between the anteaters of Alberta, caped scraping off bacchanalian hummingbirds of Shasta, shimmer upon the gyrating and gargoyle, eating its hermetic jam blazer, granulate the garland hobgoblins of zygotic monasteries, rollicking, rollin, unequivocal, Solaris, meadowlark twilight bringer, the triumvirate Babylonian radio stations, erect and baptized ogres through the foaming temples, underground the molted beaches of Sirius, shackling the Gasconian Orion, a Mastodon Kantian, Hegelian homunculization of Technicolor gargoyle dragons, V formation, flying moonquake, metanoization of Cherokee, British Columbia, ification.